Hey there, welcome back to the shop. This week I'm going to step away from my traditional formal woodworking and show you how to turn this walnut, maple, padauk, and red heart bowl. Let's get started. First, I cut the strips from my bowl to 6 inches long and 1 7/8 wide. So you just saw me cut the pieces for this dish or bowl that I'm going to be turning this week, and I figured I'd use up some scraps for this. I didn't have very wide lengths of this red heart padauk, walnut, and maple left over, so when my mom asked me to make this dish, I figured, you know, why not get rid of some smaller stock that I had left over. Next, I'm just going to glue this up and wait for it to dry, and then we will cut the corners off and turn it at the lathe. At this time, my dad actually came down in the shop and wanted to help me make the video, so here you can see him cutting out the rough shape of the circle on the bandsaw. He doesn't have a lot of time to come down in the shop with me anymore, so it was really nice to have him down there and be able to bounce ideas off of him just right off the bat. Next, he took it over to the lathe and mounted it between centers to get it trued up and make sure it's round. And then he turned a tenon on the end, which you're seeing now, so I could reverse mount it in our chuck. My dad, just like I, don't do a whole lot of turning on the lathe, so it was at this point that he handed me the gouges and said finish it, because with the chuck he didn't feel comfortable having no tailstock on there, so I finished up the bowl and hollowed it out and then sanded it up to 150 to prep it for finish. After hollowing the bowl and sanding it to 150, I put about 10 coats of Danish oil on there, and that gave it a nice sheen. Alright, well, thank you for watching this week. I really enjoyed this project. I don't do a whole lot of turning, and I don't have a whole lot of luck with bowls, so I'm happy this one turned out the way it did. I never turned a bowl the way that I turned this one by gluing the strips together. It was a lot easier to turn than my traditional, you know, like log blank bowls that I do sometimes. I did this because I wanted to get in. I want to get into some segmented turning and stuff sometime in the future, and I think this was a good prerequisite for that. But thank you for watching. I have a couple more questions for you guys this week. I got a great response on the ones that I gave you last week. I think I asked you how can I improve my presence in front of the camera, and I got some really great responses from that. This week I want to ask you, how can I improve how I edit my videos? How can I improve the flow? And also, if you guys have a project that you want to see me make, whether it be just a technique or an actual project that you want to see made and have some instruction done on it, then by all means just let me know in the comments below and I'll do my best to accommodate that request. Also, if you're this first time here, I put a new woodworking video out every Sunday. If you'd like, you can hit that subscribe button. It would really help me out a lot, and that way you can watch me grow and my channel grow. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'll put those links for you down in the description, and I'll talk to you next week.